Good morning. Yeah, this is Morally to Kyomoge. Yeah, today I want to present to you what we call mathematics made easy for. Today, what are we doing? Addition and subtraction of letters. And somebody will just ask, do we even have letters in mathematics? Yes, letters exist in mathematics. Not only English. We have it in mathematics. Yes, there's letters. The same way you have the letters A, B, C, D, to Z. Yes, the same way we have it in mathematics. But what do we use them for in mathematics? By the time we come across what we call terms, expression, that's where we use them. But most importantly, what are we doing today? Let me take a letter out of this place. The common letter we used to use, common, very common one, X or Y. The way this S is standing, S has some two invisible something that you may not see, especially if it's just X, it is just Y, it is just A, B, C, D to Z. What is it having? This here you have what we call this one X. What is here is 1X. What is T here is still the same thing as 1x raised to the power 1. Yes, what is there? That is what you don't see. Just like an ordinary person. Ordinary person cannot see a spirit. If you are not in the spiritual realm, you may not be able to sense it, that there is a spirit around. So the same way, if you are not mathematically inclined, it's possible you may not see. But I'm telling you now, you don't have to be mathematically inclined. What you just need to know is just to follow the video from 1, 2, 3, 4, and become a mathematician. Yes, I tell you. Now you have 1x, 1x1. Even it's applicable to y. Y is still y1. Then we still have that's 1y. Then we still have 1y to the power 1. Yes. Take note of all this. Any letter you see in mathematics, any letter, you have A is still the same thing as 1a. It's still the same thing as 1a raised to the power 1. This is the way letters appears in mathematics. Yes. So get note of that and get used to it. That any letter you see that is just ordinary letter standing alone. It's not standing alone. It's having two things. 1x1. And however, it can still be plus 1x1. That is plus 1x1 plus 1y1 plus 1a1, provided that it is not stated otherwise. If it is minus x, this minus x, sorry, no, we're still managing the board. Yeah. Come on, it is minus x. It's still the same thing as minus 1 x raised to the power 1. Take note of this one. This is always standing like this. But it is not stated whether you have x of this nature, you have 1x raised to the power 1. But it's stated this one is just plus 1 because once you send a number standing alone this way, it is just plus 1x raised to the power 1. Do you get that? Okay. Now let's now practice the addition and subtraction of it. By the time you go in like this, you have x plus x. X plus x is 2. People will imagine, where do you see 2? Don't forget I told you, I said, for every x that is starting alone, there is a 1 at the back. So we have 1 here, plus another 1 here. It will now be 1 plus 1, 2. Then take 1 out of this x to be 2x. And if it is 2x plus 2x, it will be 2 plus 2, which is 4. Take 1, x. If it is 3x plus 3x, 3 plus 3 is 6. Take x. Do you get that? The same thing applies to every other thing you want to add in mathematics as far as letters is concerned. But note one thing for sure, that the only letter you can add together is the letter that are identical. Yoruba will say, "In kotoba jora la fi wera." Yes, letters that are the same. It's just like when you have somebody says 3a plus 3x. No! You can't add them together. If by the time you say 3 plus 3, it gives you 6. You cannot say yes. You can't say it. It's not allowed in mathematics. No. If you do that, that is mathematical impurity. I want to believe you get that. So it is always the same letter. Always the same word, the same letter. You can echo that. The same letter. If you don't understand, you can go over it again. Always the same letter. Y, 7y plus 7y will give you 14y. Or you say 8y plus 6y. It's going to give you 8 plus 6 is 14. You get that? It will be y. You get that? That's what they mean by letters, adding letter. And don't forget, I told you the other time, I said this y is raised to power 1. That is this one, as the way it stands. Is the way it is now. Y is plus 1 y raised to power 2. Plus 1 y raised to power 1. That is this one, this one that is here is the same thing as what is there. That is why you see the one, every y that is standing in is having 1y, 1y. By the time you have something of this nature, where you have 8y plus 6y squared, this one you cannot add it together. Why can't you add it together? Because of the 2 that's on top of this place, which is called y to the power 2. You can't add it together. It's not addable. By the time we get to this place, I will let you know. You can't add this thing. What you add together, they are letters that is carrying 1. Or you have 8y raised to the power 2 plus 6y raised to the power 2. Yes, you can add it together. It will now be 14y squared. You get that? You know it's different from this one now. This one is addable because it's carrying 1, and this one is addable as raised to the power 2. So in this case, that is what we call addition of letters. Now let's quickly run through the subtraction, which is almost the same thing, or which is even the same thing, not one of the same thing now, the same thing. By the time you have 7y minus 5y, 7 minus 5 is 2y. You get that? Don't forget it is addable, because you can add it, because you have 1 here, you have 1 here. Yes. So as soon as somebody now says 10y minus 8y, it will be 10y minus 8y will be 2y. That is what is 10 minus 8, 2y. But assuming you are adding 10y minus 8y squared, you cannot add it together because of this 2 that is here. It's not carrying 1. It is until when what is here and what is in this y are the same that you can add or subtract it from one another. I want to believe you understand all these things. These are simple tricks or simple mathematical arithmetic that you have to understand. So, as we have this, we can as well, when somebody says, for the last time, 10x minus 7x minus 3x. You know, from there, the x's is the first to consider. Then the next thing you consider again is what is here? 1, 1, 1. Then write the 10x back. What is minus 7x minus 3x? Do not forget, in addition or subtraction of numbers, I told you, I said wherever you see minus 7 or minus before any number, regard the number as debt, basic. So we have minus 7 here, we have minus 3 here. That will not be minus 10, that is 7 and 3. Minus 10, so that will be minus 10x. So in this place now, we have minus 10x minus 10x. You are having 10x, you are always already 10x. What now left is just ordinary 0. So that is that. And that is addition and subtraction of letters. In our next class, we are going to talk about the multiplication and division of letters. Thank you. Please do well to like this channel as you can as displayed on the screen. Also click on the notification bell of my YouTube and also on Facebook. So by the time I drop a new video, you get it. Thank you.